Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Pony Stadium in Stillwater, Minnesota for tonight's non-conference boys soccer match between the visiting Hudson Raiders and host Stillwater Ponies. Lineups are out of the way. Teams are shaking hands and will be ready to get underway soon for the bragging rights of the St. Croix Valley in this annual game between Stillwater and Hudson. As you heard, starting for the Raiders, in goal, Jack Gallagher, Colton Prater, Thomas Laraya, Chase Blackman, Will Douglas, Dylan Ferreira, Santi Vergara, Griff Zacharias, Sean Mountain, Alex Lean, and Drew Osterhus. The host Ponies start in goal, number 1, Frederick Leclerc, Mason Bartosh, Patrick Allen, Kohei Adams, Weston McGinley, Jager Eccles, Nicholas Smetana, Spencer Scott, Daniel Moots, Coleman Farrington, and Logan Huber. This is always a hotly contested and highly anticipated match between these two neighboring schools. Many of the players on both teams know each other from playing with and against each other in the summer, and look forward to an exciting match here this evening. Teams finishing up their final huddles. Hudson getting their instructions from head coach Steve Solom. Coach Smothers giving his final instructions to the Ponies before they huddle up and take the field. As always, the Pony Stadium is filled with the lush, full voice of Bob Bielenberg, keeping us posted on all the pertinent information of the game. Team's taking the field, and we are ready to roll here. Hudson and Stillwater. The Raiders started their season last week, defeating Woodbury. So it's been a successful start for Hudson. Stillwater is going to prove a significant test. They've got a talented team, as always. A lot of upperclassmen, senior leadership, a lot of experience. And Stillwater always puts together a strong team. So Hudson's going to have their work cut out for them tonight, playing on Pony Field here. They break their huddle. Looks like Hudson's going to start with the ball. We're about ready to roll here. Osterhus and Prater approach the ball for the Raiders. And we are underway. Prater drops it back to Blackman. Blackman playing outside defender there. Bad giveaway in the middle of the field. Good hustle there from the Ponies. And they're looking to play aggressive right away, putting the ball in the box. Handled easily by Gallagher as the Raiders start to reset. Ball punted. Luria challenges for it. Won by Patrick Allen, but back to Blackman. Willie Douglas takes one touch. Nice job there by the holding midfielder, stepping up, win the ball, but unable to maintain possession for the Ponies. Ball rolls out. Thrown Raiders. Checking in and out for the Raiders. Over the top. Pony ball. Switch of play there by Logan Huber. Nice competition. Referee assistant raises his flag, signaling ball out. Throw in for the Ponies. Number 14, Nicholas Matana is going to take it. Plays it back to his checking teammate. Plays it off the chest. Ooh. Nicely done there. And again, Stillwater looking really to play direct here early. Right up over the top. Number 15 there, Spencer Scott's got the ball in the corner, defended by Ferreira. Hudson seems to have him pinned in here. Can Stillwater find a way out? And they do. Flicked over nicely to the shot. That is not deflected. Referee signals goal kick. Nice job there by Stillwater getting the ball into a dangerous position, but they were unable to do anything with it as far as putting a shot on frame. Blackman will take the goal kick for the Raiders. Plays the ball in the center circle. Osterhus over his head. Vergara is chasing it. Laraya plays it almost to Vergara. Won nicely there by Mason Bartosz. And the Ponies are on the attack. Nice job there by 11, Jaeger Eccles. And again, a long ball over the top. Great boot by Patrick Allen into the corner there. It's played by 18, Daniel Moots. Puts a move on, looks to cross the ball into the middle. They've got a player there. Oh, looks like Laria lost the ball for a second there. Fortunate that Eccles wasn't able to get a hand on it, but Laria does a nice job there winning the ball. And a giveaway right away. Stillwater really looking to play aggressive here at the start. Looking to shoot. Looking to get the ball up over the top and into the middle as quickly as possible here. Put the pressure on the Raiders. Rolled out to Lean there. Plays it to Willie Douglas. Touches over to Blackman. A little miscommunication there, and that gives Stillwater an opportunity. Number 8, Kohei Adams on the ball. He slides it over to 11, Jaeger Eccles. Ball runs away from a little, but he's able to keep it in play. Under pressure there by Blackman. Nice job by Blackman maintaining his composure, but the ball is able to stay in play. A little bit of a funny bounce there. Referee, nope, the ball did go out. And that is looks like they're calling a free kick there for the Raiders. Early phases of the game dominated by Stillwater. A little bit of miscommunication there. Flicked on by Douglas, bounces off of Laraya for a Stillwater throw-in. Patrick Allen will take that, surveys the field. He's going to look to go big again. Tries to go all the way over the top. Blackman is unable to get the ball right. Lean plays it right to Jaeger Eccles. He looks to check it back. Here comes the shot for Stillwater. Nicely blocked by Lean and cleared out by Willie Douglas. A lot of pressure there on Vergara, but he's able to maintain possession. And wins the throw-in for the Raiders. Number of good chances early here for Stillwater, but they have been unable to really put a dangerous shot on frame. Some dangerous possession in the final third. As again, they look to go direct here. Ball's played on sides. Shot is in, and that's a goal for the Ponies. Scored by number 11, Jaeger Eccles. Really nice ball slotted through there. Timed his run perfectly. Beat the offsides. Was able to slide behind and then first time touch it right past the goalie for the goal. So 5 minutes into the first half here, it is Stillwater 1, Hudson 0 with a goal from Jaeger Eccles. Back under play in Stillwater, really looking to Eccles, Jaeger, 11. 11. Hudson back in the ball. Willie Douglas, call for the handball. A little bit of technical assistance there for the stadium crew. Stillwater again. Quick restart, long restart. Sean Mountain plays the ball out there. He's been under pressure early here. They played a number of long diagonal balls over the top into his side of the field, so he's going to have his work cut out for him there. As are, at least based on the first 5 minutes of this game, the Raiders as a whole. High cross. Laraya plays it back to Blackman. Blackman clears it out, but only as far as number 3, Mason Bartosz there. Willie Douglas comes up. Ball bouncing around a little bit. Who's going to be able to maintain control? Blackman touches it down to himself. Plays over to Douglas. Douglas back to Blackman. Nicely done there. Nice composure there from 2 of Hudson's captains. Really good. Hughes takes the touch, turns right into the defender. 21 there, Logan Hubert put himself in a nice position to win the ball back for his team. And again, another direct ball. Gallagher comes out, calls the defender off. Again, whether it's that precise pass that led to the goal or those ones that are a little too far, Stillwater's looking to play quick. They're looking to play direct and get behind that Hudson defense. Looks like they feel that their forwards are going to be able to outrace and outmuscle the Hudson defenders here, at least early in this match. Hudson looking to get something going here in Stillwater's third. Can they win ball back? Nicely done there. Cross the ball over to Willie Douglas. He got pressure on. Nice turn. Nice job beating that. They were a little over-aggressive. Dribbling the ball. Can he maintain possession? Goes down. No call there. Nicely done by Colton Prater there. Gets the cross off. Santi Vergara's in the neighborhood, but the defender there is able to win it. Ball is played out, and that's going to be a throw for the Raiders. Great job there by number 14, Nicholas Smetana. He won the header and then was able to chase it down and play it out, so Vergara wasn't able to maintain possession. couple of substitutes here coming in for the Raiders. It looks like Zach Biederman's coming in, as well as Cole Little. Biederman and Little into the game for Lariah, and looks like Osterhus. Okay, Hudson's got the ball now in the Stillwater box. Can they match Stillwater, score the tying goal? Always a dangerous time for a team in the first 5 minutes after they score. Some teams have a tendency to let down, rest on their laurels a little bit. Let's see if Hudson can capitalize on that. Vergara with a throw into Douglas. Douglas looks to settle it, turn. Tries to take on his defender. He's got 2 men on him. Nice job maintaining possession. Places to Vergara. Vergara touches 1, touches 2. Second one was too much. Rolls out into touch, and that'll be a goal kick for the Ponies. So nice first bit of possession there for the Raiders in the Pony box. Unable to put a shot on frame, but a good sign for Hudson here. Down 1-0. They're going to need some more possession here in the Stillwater half and in their final third to make up this deficit. But Stillwater now after the goal kick, back on the attack. Defense recovers, get ball side nicely. Trying to maintain their shape and composure. Nice little check back place, looking to switch the ball. Stillwater shifting, sliding nicely there. Hudson defense looks like they're doing a nice job maintaining their shape initially. Nice job dropping back there by Prater from the forward position. Trying to keep them on that side of the field. Long ball, good job. Mountain right in the right spot, but a good flick on, settled, and played out by Lean. Again, Lean won the first ball. Second ball seems to be falling to Stillwater quite frequently, especially in that Hudson final third. Stillwater just seems to have more men around the ball and be more aggressive getting after it. Nice little chest pass there. Settle. Head up for Kohei Adams. Plays the ball out onto the flank. A little overlapping run there. Instead tries to slide it in. Cleared out nicely by the Hudson defense, who can win it. Looks like that's number 10 there, Weston McGinley for the Ponies, but only out into touch with Vergara pressuring. And Hudson ball. Nice job quickly by Douglas trying to get in behind the defense. Good recovery there by McGinley again. And managed to play the ball off of Douglas in for a Pony throw-in. It's a nice job by the junior defender. Just keeping heads up, not letting Douglas get in behind him. Ball back into play. Again, the Ponies just early seem to be winning a lot of those 50-50 balls. And it right now shows on the scoreboard. Again, another ball looking to get over behind the defense. Looks like it's 18 Daniel Moots into the corner there on Ferreira. Ferreira battling him, wins the ball nicely, but is unable to clear it. And Stillwater drops back, looks to reset a little bit. Cross over the top, but nicely won there by Griff Zacharias. His brother Quinn in attendance tonight. Cheer on his sibling. Nice dribbling out there on the flank, slots it across to number 3. Bartosz looked to cut it back, but Hudson clears to Vergara. Turns, drops it back to his support there. Big ball over the top, but it's 1 on about 5 there for Douglas. And the ball isn't able to reach him, but a good job winning the second ball there. That was a nice job by Griff. Griff plays it over to Little. Blackman comes to get the ball and plays it to the oncoming Stillwater defender. Can't win it back. Looks like he was a little late on the challenge. Referee plays advantage, and Stillwater takes advantage. Maintains possession. Adams touches it in a nice pull by Ferreira, and that's pretty obvious. Easy call for the referee there. Looked like Ferreira grabbed him up top, pulled him back. It's going to be a dangerous position here for the Ponies. About 25 yards out. Let's see who their free kick specialist is. Lining up over the ball, we got number 5 Patrick Allen, 19 Coleman Farrington's there. You got number 3 Mason Bartosz. Having a little discussion about who might want to take it. Hudson sets up a 3-man wall. Jack Gallagher's got his defense set. Ponies seem like they've come to some kind of consensus about what's going to happen. 19 Farrington's approaching the ball. He tries to bend it off the defender there, but Stillwater maintains possession. It tried a little flick header, but Gallagher's in position there. Crisis averted. Again, if you're just joining us, we are about 10 minutes into the first half. Stillwater leads 1-0 on a goal from number 11, Jager Eccles, about 5 minutes into the first half. There's Prater settling the ball. Drops it off to Zacharias. He loses it. And Stillwater's back on the attack. Right away to the feet of Spencer Scott. Did a nice job checking back. Then he's looking to switch play. Farrington plays it wide to Eccles. Eccles got the ball on the flank one-on-one. Touches it right past the defender. Looks like, oh, nice job recovering there. Little looked like he was beat for a second, but he really kept with it and was able to deflect the cross. It's going to be a corner kick for the Ponies, but Little really did a nice job there. So you can see big number 21, Logan Huber's coming up for the Ponies for this corner kick. Adams, as you can hear from Mr. Bielenberg, is going to take the kick. Tough spot for Jack Gallagher, Hudson's goalkeeper. He's looking right into the sun. You can see him shading his eyes. You can see the Stillwater player shading their eyes. This is a tough spot. Look to flick it right in. Whoa, what a great save. Oh, my goodness. Ball was flicked in. Really nicely designed there by the Ponies. They played it to those guys at the near post. They were unmarked, and they were able to put in a free header right on frame. But Gallagher did a great job with his position. He deflected it and then did a good job recovering. Really nice job from the Hudson keeper there. Great design on the play. I think Hudson's going to want to think about maybe putting some bodies on those boys next time. Made it a little too easy for him. But got bailed out there by some excellent play from the senior goalkeeper, and it remains 1-0 Ponies. Chase Blackman's got 2 men on him. Sheds them rather easily, but 19 Farrington's able to poke the ball away. Ferreira wins that first header. Ponies win the second, and they are back on the attack. Again, playing high over the top. Does Lean have it in him? Looks like he got physical off the ball. Great job recovering there from Ferreira. Stop and turn. Can he find the feet of a teammate? Checking back there. Oh, looking to find Prater. Oh, quite a collision there after that one. But Vergara looking to settle. He's got 14 Smetana right in his back. Lose the ball. And 18 there. Moots is dribbling. Plays it back to support. And again, right over the top. This one's going to sail out, though, and it'll be a throw-in for the Raiders. Starting to see a little bit more physicality here now in this middle section of the first half. Some of those challenges have a little bit extra crunch to them. See how that goes throughout the game and if the referee has anything to say about it. But so far it's been fair, but you can tell both teams want this one. Little plays it up. Nicely done there to Biederman. Biederman's first touch fails him just a little bit, but he recovers nicely, gets it back to Little. Little looking for Douglas. Huber steps in front of him. And Stillwater sells. Nice try with the chest pass there. Bounces off a little funny, and we got a handball on the Ponies. Furr comes over. Take the free kick. Finds the feet of Prater. Prater takes one touch. Fights off the physical challenge really nicely and wins it to Douglas. Let's see what Hudson can get going here. Douglas, nice turn. He's taking that space. Great job. He's got a physical challenge on him there by Huber, but he's able to maintain possession. Finds Vergara. Sweet little move around his defender. He's got another man on him. Puts shot right into the bread basket there, Leclerc. But that was really Hudson's best scene. Some nice physical play from Prater maintaining possession. Quick turn there by Willie Douglas. Found it to Santi. Santi had a great turn and was able to put a shot on frame. So that's exactly what Hudson's going to need to get back into this game. Another chest pass by the Ponies. Look, the check to chest pass is a favorite. But Hudson now, a little bit of possession. Won the ball back. Holding the ball again. This is a better scene. Oh, unfortunate by Douglas. It's a great job there by number 5, Patrick Allen. He really was in a good position. Read that play nicely. Look to restart, but we got a foul called on Spencer Scott. Raiders again looking to go quick possibly here. Nope. Blackman had his head up looking for Vergara, but they were not on the same page. And Hudson's back underway. Nice little touch there from Willie Douglas. Good support play. Prater right there for him. Douglas took advantage. Nice little split. Oh, unlucky. Looked like Biederman was standing there to give him a little bit of support, and Prater was looking for him to make the run. Miscommunication, but again, this last couple minutes scene, Hudson's gotten a couple opportunities in the box. We got a shot on frame, and so it's better from the Raiders. They are trailing 1-0 after about a 5th-minute goal here from the Ponies. But now in this next phase, it's looking better. Good run by Mountain. Biederman saw it. Couldn't quite bend it into Mountain's run enough. Looked like Mountain let up just a little bit there for a second, and they weren't able to connect. Still throwing for Stillwater. Played to 18 Moots, and it's flicked on. So they've got some possession there. That looks like Adams, and he's going right over the top. That's A little bit too far, right into Gallagher's hands. He was looking for the run from Scott, who might have had a step there. He's pretty fast, but the ball that Adams played really didn't do him any favors that time. And we're back up. Douglas has moved really all the way to the top for the Raiders. As Mountain heads the ball out, that's a some nice piece of skill there from Coach Solom. Settling the ball nicely, setting it up for the throw-in. You can see where the Raiders get their technical ability when they get to see things like that every day. And here come the Ponies again. Going big. Nice job stepping up by Little, winning the ball. Second ball, though, again, is won by the Ponies. But good job by Little again. A couple times he's stepped up nicely since coming to the match. Here goes Stillwater. Flick over the top. Little looking to be in the right spot again. Good physical play there by both players. Great job coming over to help. Really nicely done there by Alex Lean. Deflects that, plays it up for a throw-in. Some kind of mix-up here, looks like, with the game balls. But we are set to go for the Patrick Allen throw-in here. Stillwater's brought a few guys up in the box. Allen's already shown us he has the ability to put a long throw-in. So we'll see. This is really going to probably work a little bit more like a corner kick. Allen with a long throw, goes near post, looking to flick on, right on frame. Great job by Gallagher. Nice throw, nice little flick by Scott, but Gallagher really made that save comfortably. He knew what was coming and put himself in a position to make it look easy. It's good goalkeeping. Ball restarted. Nice job stepping up there by the defender, Bartosz. And Stillwater's in possession with Daniel Moots. Runs right around the first defender. Looks to run around the second, but Mountain's right there for him. First, that touch was a little too big. Mountain was in a good spot, plays it out. And here come the first substitutions for the Ponies. And we will turn it over to our stadium announcer, Mr. Bielenberg, for the substitutions. In case you did not hear, that was 4, Ben Olsen, 9, Jorge Malone, and Miguel Caravillas, number 17, coming into the match for the Ponies. Ponies are leading 1-0. We've got 20 minutes left in the first half here. Ponies are leading after about a 5th-minute goal from number 11, Jager Eccles. Really nice play as he split the defenders and took a first-time ball and chipped it right over Gallagher for the Raiders to put the Ponies in the lead. But after really a pretty dominant first 10 minutes or so, Hudson settled into the game better, both offensively and defensively. Stillwater's looking to possess a little bit more. They haven't played quite as direct as they initially were playing, but Hudson, after giving up the goal and really sustaining a lot of early pressures, recovered. The question is, can they turn that recovery into some dangerous opportunities and even better, some goals? So here we go again. Nice job by Prater here. That's been a switch that's helped. He's kind of playing off the forward a little bit and has done a nice job with it. To Little to Biederman. Biederman looks to flick to Douglas, but there's just too many defenders. There are too many bodies in too tight a space. Prater looking for Douglas. Saw the space. Douglas wasn't maybe in the right spot, and looks like we've got a foul here on Colton Prater. Jorge Malone went down. Looks like he's rubbing his calf, his ankle a little bit. Hopefully he's going to be all right. A little bit of discussion about what's going on. Colton Prater doesn't seem to like it very much. Willie Douglas calming his teammate down. That's what you expect out of a captain. Helping keep the team in the game. And my apologies. Looks like they called a throw-in. So it was a Stillwater throw-in, not a Stillwater free kick. My apologies. But nonetheless, ball in play to Dylan Ferreira. Plays it through, really nice cheeky little play there to Mountain. Mountain looks to cut it back. Stillwater player read that pretty easily, but Mountain maintains possession there. A little 1-2 by Blackman. Looks like he wasn't quite in the right spot there. Support play, and goes out for a Stillwater throw-in, and we're back underway here. Looking to play it again through but Sean Gallagher picks it up. Surveys the field. And looks again for the long punt. Santi Vergara unable to win it and had a Bartosz there. But to Blackman, got a man on his back. Plays it to Zacharias, who loses it. Oh, tough spot. Calls for it. Gallagher calls for it. Whoa, that was a tough spot. Oh, good call by the referee there. He took it right out of his hands. That was a little bit of a tight spot. Gallagher called for the ball. Looks like a little bit late, but Little was trying to hold off the physical challenge for Jorge Malone. And fortunately for the Raiders, the ball kind of squirted out to a spot where Gallagher could grab it. Malone did get a possession of the ball, but the referee deemed that he took it out from under the hands of the goalkeeper illegally. So we've got a free kick for the Raiders. Dylan Ferreira plays the ball comfortably to Cole Little. Settles, one man on. To Biederman. Biederman plays it right to a pony. Little looks to win it, but it goes out for the Raiders. Ball back in play. Huber's on it. Trying to touch it a little awkwardly there, and it falls to Willie Douglas. And fortunately for Huber, the ball rolls out from Willie Douglas a little bit, and looks like it's going to be a pinball match here going on. Blackman plays it over to Vergara. We've got an overlapping run by Mountain. Nicely seen by Vergara. Good tracking there by the defender, Miguel Caravaras. And the ball just runs out of play. Caravillas, pardon me. So we settle it in. Hudson again looking to have some possession. Kind of sustained a little bit of Stillwater momentum for a while. Big switch. Got one man on. Ball won by Jorge Malone. He's looking to attack. A nice little step over around one. A little cutback. Looking for the 1-2. Malone looking to get creative. That touch failed him a little. Man on his back. Second defender coming. Patient with the ball, though. Just waiting. Looking to maybe get a fortunate touch and win a corner, but instead he just plays it out for a Hudson goal kick. Looked like there was some potential there, but a nice job maintaining composure by the Raider defense. Cole Little coming over and ultimately winning the goal kick. Back in play here. One by 19 Colton, Farrington. Falls to Biederman. Looking for Vergara, but Bartosz won it, and now it's over with Caravillas. He looks to play it up the flank, and Mountain is back in a nice position to cut that pass off. Got 16 minutes left in the first half. It's 1-0 Stillwater off a goal from Jager Eccles in the 5th minute. Ooh, played out by Zach Biederman. Throwing for the Ponies. Allen again looking to take advantage of the deep throw in here and almost corner kick style, get it into the box. And again, Stillwater easily able to win that first header, switch it across, and what a fantastic save. Oh my goodness, Jack Gallagher full extension as he was moving to his left, had to stop and fully extend to his right to push that one wide. That was really great stuff. Nice job by Stillwater creating that play. Long throw in that was flicked over by Scott, ultimately landed at the feet of, I believe it was Smetana, but my apologies, I'm not sure. Stillwater corner. Again playing short near post, again won easily, and again it ends up in the hands of Gallagher. That's been an effective tool for the Ponies so far, playing those long throws and those corner kicks to the near post. And every single time Spencer Scott's able to win that, and it's ended up in every occasion with a shot on frame. So it's working for the Ponies, and Hudson's probably going to want to figure something out here. Fortunately, Gallagher's through his positioning and through his athleticism, has been able to deny Stillwater any opportunities. Nice little connection of passes here by the Raiders. Looking to maybe get a little bit too cute there. Zacharias was trying to find Chase Blackman when maybe he could have just maintained possession a little bit. Again, the ball bounces around a little here. Long ball by Stillwater. Almost one in the air there by Caravillas. And now the ball's coming in. Great job by Gallagher coming out. Oh, with his foot. Quick off his line as Spencer Scott was attacking him and was just able to poke tackle that away with his foot and then get his hands on it. Again, Gallagher with a great save. So keeps the deficit at just 1 goal. Stillwater up since the 5th minute off a goal from Jager Eccles. And Hudson, trailing only by 1, really through a couple of pretty spectacular saves by Jack Gallagher here, particularly in the last 5 minutes. So Stillwater really has had the lion's share of the opportunities. Hudson has put a shot on frame, has had some possession, but a deserved 1-0 lead right now for Stillwater. Free kick for the Ponies. Corner kick style, looking to put it right in to the mix, and instead it's put out for a goal kick. So with 13 minutes left in the first half, Stillwater 1, Hudson 0. So Kohei Adams, Adam Badger, and Daniel Moots back into the game for the Ponies. And looks like Zacharias came off there for Osterhuis for the Raiders. Ooh, Blackman lost there, recovered nicely though. Stillwater dropping all the way back to central defenders, out onto the flanks. Nice position there. Hudson's midfield was dropped a little bit deep and kind of allowed them some space to do that. And now comes the long ball, settled by Malone. 1 touch, 2 touch over, getting cheeky, getting cute. Osterhuis right on him. And throwing for the Ponies. Looks like we're going to have another long one. Something tells me, oh, looks like, my apologies, Scott's out of the game. So now the question is, who's going to win the header and put it on frame? And this time it's Ferreira, huh? Scott comes out of the game. That strategy doesn't work quite as effectively. So nice job there by Ferreira being in the spot and winning the header. Again, really impressed by the way Allen can just consistently long throw that right to the spot there on the near post. Fortunately for the Raiders, Scott is out, and so they are not as able to quite as easily flick it on. Nice job there communicating with his defender by Gallagher, picking up the ball. See if the Raiders in the last 10 minutes here of the first half can get that tying goal. Thrown for the Raiders, Vergara. Finds Prater. A little bit tough right on his feet, but manages to settle it. Oh, and then the second defender wins it from him. Prater chasing it down. Over to Allen for the Ponies. Great job by Alex Lean seeing that and aggressively attacking the ball. Really nicely done. Osterhuis looking to win it in the air. Unable to win it. Oh, nasty collision there. Head on head. Let's see if the ref's going to stop play. Yeah, wisely does so. That was a nasty one. Both guys went up. No, they were both looking at the ball, focused on playing it. Certainly a fair play, but a real dangerous one when they both knock heads together like that. You can see Osterhuis and Farrington are down, holding their heads. Farrington's up now. Looks like he got his forehead knocked. Osterhuis is up. Appropriate applause from the audience for the health of the players here. Osterhuis is heading already to the sideline, as he should. Farrington's coming off with the stoppage of play. They're going to need to leave the field. Looks like might be having a couple substitutions here for the Raiders. So Mountain's coming off for the Raiders, as is Osterhuis. We're bringing in Laraya and trying to see here who we've got. Looks like Sam Schultz is on then for the Raiders as well. So Schultz and Laraya coming on for the Raiders, and number 13, Kyle Ammerman is going to come in for Coleman Farrington. Sun's now set to the point where it's no longer on the field. That's really going to benefit the Hudson goalie here, Gallagher, for the last 10 minutes. He had a couple spots where ball's coming from this near side. Oh, drop ball, and we're back in play. That was won by Blackman to Prater. He's looking to drop it off to Schultz, but a little bit of miscommunication picked up by Adams. Adams looks from good 30 out there to score. Managed to keep it on frame, but pretty easy save for Gallagher. Got his body behind the ball, right in the old breadbasket. Nice job. Big kick, flicked backwards there by the Ponies, settled nicely by Huber. He's looking for someone that isn't there. Blackman picks it up and looks quickly to get it restarted for the Raiders. He's looking for Douglas, can't quite get it over the top, but it falls nicely to Prater. Prater settles it back to Blackman. Blackman again goes quickly, recognizes that he's got Vergara. What can he do with it? Oh, tries to chest the ball into the net. Only ends up as far as the goalkeeper, but as you could hear Coach Solom yelling from across the field. Nice ball chase. That was a great recognition. First time to play that big ball over the top. And Vergara was able to sneak inside. But just couldn't settle it in a way that he could put it a little bit more of a dangerous shot on frame. But a nice job there by the Raiders, who are looking to get the tying goal here, trailing 1-0 with just under 10 minutes left in the first half. Stillwater's had the better of the chances, but lots of touches here for Malone, excuse me. Coach Smothers imploring Malone to get the ball in, I assume, to the box there. Certainly Malone, a player with a lot of skill on the ball. And he does win a corner for the Ponies. 2 hands raised in the air, signaling, looks like this one's going to go far post instead of near post. They're going to play it back across. Ball is still in play, touch back. And Adams looks to drive the ball on frame, blocked by Blackman. Another attempt to take a shot here. Oh, ball still in possession of the Ponies, and finally the Raiders are able to clear it out. Nice job there by Lean. Vergara gives chase, only able to play it as far as Luria, couldn't settle it. Adams wins it, and now Luria takes one touch, plays it to Blackman, but unable to win the ball. Allen's right there. He drops it off to number 13, Kyle Ammerman. Ammerman looks to switch it. Nice job there by Ammerman to Miguel Caravillas. Plays the ball in the middle there and won by Ferreira. Nice physical battle there again in the middle of the field. Wow, this is just fantastic stuff. Really, both teams getting after it. Out to Malone. Let's see if he listens to his coach. Takes 1 touch, 2 touch, and gets it into the box. Big switch to Caravillas. Takes a couple, 3 touches, runs away from him a little bit there. Zacharias gets 1 touch on it. Falls back to Bartosz, who is only able to touch it first time out of play. Deep throw-in for the Raiders. See if they can solve this problem, get it out of their end. Get some possession in the, nice little flick on over the top, but Vergara, 2 men on him, wisely just plays it in position to win a throw-in, and off the Raiders go. Ooh, gave that ball right back. Stillwater looks to capitalize, but a great job by Dylan Ferreira. Really nice job physically winning the ball, but loses it to Adams, who's had a fantastic game so far. Really nice look on that pass. Tries to chip it over the top. Tough bit of skill, just about had it. Run was just not quite in the right spot for Malone. Blackman now on the ball. Looking to go big. Douglas cuts back, takes a nice touch. Good communication. Oh, and what a nice turn. Oh, what a nice turn by Douglas. But Blackman again picks it up, looks to play that ball over the top to Vergara, and the ball's going to fall for him. Can he keep it in? Settles it nicely, Vergara. He's got 1 man Loria coming into the box. He crosses it for him. Touched nicely there by the Ponies, but not cleared out yet. Prater's looking for a shot. Settles, puts it back to Zacharias. Zacharias takes a touch of Blackman. Blackman takes a touch. Looks to cross it far post. And cleared out nicely by the Ponies. So another good chance started there with a long ball by Blackman. Hudson unable, though, to get a shot on frame. Blackman settles off the chest, puts it in the middle, falls all the way back to Lean. Lean's looking to just go up over the top, and it goes up. And it goes all the way over the top and out for a Pony throw-in. That's a better sequence of play there. Again, the most dangerous chances in the last 10 minutes or so have come from Blackman playing 40-yard balls from this right flank all the way across to Vergara, making that far post run. That time they did a better job. He was able to settle it, and Hudson had some dangerous touches in the box. But again, the key here is they got to get turn that dangerous possession into shots on frame and ultimately goals if they want to make up this 1-0 deficit. So the Raiders again with the ball. Blackman picks it up under pressure, manages to maintain possession, looks to turn Zacharias between about 3 players there. Falls fortuitously for them. Looking to play the ball to Douglas, who is making a run there into that space behind the midfield. Unable to connect on it, though. But Schultz again wins it, looking for Loria. Does get a touch on it, but only as far as Huber. And Stillwater's back on the attack again. Head up, looking for the big ball. Really kind of shanked that one, looking for Malone. Blackman. But nice recovery there by Bartosz. He kind of shanked the pass, but then he got back into good possession defensively. Won the ball, and Stillwater's back in possession of the ball. Looking for Bartosz, and it rolls out. So with 5 minutes left in the first half here, Stillwater's got a 1-0 lead. Hudson's had their opportunities, but haven't been able to capitalize. Stillwater as well has really had some dangerous chances, put a number of balls on frame, and a couple times asked Hudson goalkeeper Jack Gallagher to make some pretty athletic saves to keep Hudson at a 1-0 deficit. So Hudson got a chance here. Stillwater's got a deep throw. Can they pin him in, win the ball back, and turn that defense into attack here? Not unwisely, Allen's going to take it with a big throw, and he's looking probably for Malone. Throws the ball a good 30 yards, as you can see. A lot of physical play, Nice job by Schultz, right to the feet of Douglas. Douglas takes 1 touch, 2 touch. Weather's a little bit of a challenge. Huber's right in the right spot to play that out. It's going to let his defense get back, get organized. And Hudson's going to make one last substitution here. Well, I shouldn't say last. They're going to make one more substitution with 4 minutes left. Larai goes out, and Biederman comes in. Blackman with the throw in for the Raiders. Douglas looks to make the run in the corner. Prater checks back. Douglas now checks into that space, flicks it on. We got an overlap by Biederman, but nothing there. Prater wins the ball. Nicely recognized. Splits the defenders right there. Switches play. Nice little piece of skill there. Oh, that's really pretty. Douglas with the ball. 1, 2, 3 guys under pressure. Drops to Blackman. Blackman over to Zacharias there. Zacharias settles. Got a man, a lot physical challenge on him. Oh, Schultz looking to, or pardon me, Blackman looking to go big. Now can he catch up? Adams wins the ball. Carries it over to Malone. Malone probably going to look to take a little touch, make a little move on Lean. Lean struggling to stay with him. Malone up over the top. Got the ball on the flank for Caravillas. Caravillas again looking to take on Little. And looks like Cole Little did a nice job over there. Managed to prevent the cross. Did go out for a corner kick, though, here. Allen's over to take it for the Ponies. Sending his second player as well. Number 12, Adam Badger, is, oh, pardon me, substituted out. My apologies. So Badger leaves the field. We've got a big Logan Huber up near post. See if they're going to play that near post flick again. Again, Hudson's not fronting those players. And not necessary on that one, as Allen is unable to play the ball into the field off the side netting near post. Hudson corner kick, or pardon me, Hudson goal kick. 2 minutes, 20 seconds and counting here in the first half of this match between the Hudson Raiders and the Stillwater Ponies. Stillwater leads 1-0 off a 5th-minute goal from number 11, Jager Eccles. They put a number of other shots on frame, a couple which required pretty fabulous saves by Hudson Raider goalkeeper Jack Gallagher. But after a pretty dominant first 10 minutes or so, the game's been a little bit more evenly matched since then, with Hudson having a few opportunities in the Stillwater defensive third, but with the exception of one shot hit right at the goalie, a chest ball really, Hudson hasn't been able to put anything on goal. Again, a lot of physical play, and Daniel Moots didn't care for that very much, but the referee didn't deem it to be unfair play. And here we go. Huber touches it, but only as far as Douglas, able to win it back, though, nicely. And Bartosz on the ball. Nice and easy, maintains possession. Looks like there's, again, Bartosz looking like he got his foot clipped. Nice job by Little. There's a good physical challenge. They're both going after it. He recognized it was going to roll past him, and he kept it up. Ferreira now, head up. Nice little move. Plays to Zacharias. Quick turn over to Blackman. He's got an oncoming attacker who wins the ball nicely. And let's see what Stillwater can do with it. He takes one touch on the defender. There was a 2-on-1 there. Oh, plays it to Malone, and Malone's unable. Oh, puts it wide. And nobody looks happy in that one. That was a miscommunication, to say the least. Looks like Moots was looking to set up his own shot, and Jorge Malone assumed that that touch was an invitation for him to shoot. And fortunately for the Raiders, the Ponies turned a 2-on-1 situation into a 1-on-1 teammate against themselves and were unable to put the ball on frame. So a little bit fortunate there for the Raiders, unfortunate for the Ponies there. a higher degree of communication was required between the teammates. Ferreira puts the ball back into play for the Raiders. Only as far as Adams wins the ball nicely. Right back to Moots. Moots looking to play it over for Caravillas. And gets it right back. Oh, nice job there by Zacharias. He was right on top of it. 10 seconds left in the match, as you can hear. Looking to go right away over the top, but no one's making a run, and that should end it. So with a long ball from Zach Biederman, we bid the first half adieu. After one half of play, it is Stillwater Ponies 1, Hudson Raiders 0. No cards issued. We will see you in the second half. Welcome back to Pony Stadium in Stillwater, Minnesota for the second half of tonight's non-conference boys soccer matchup between the Stillwater Ponies and the Hudson Raiders. It was a really exciting first half. Both teams had chances. Stillwater, more of them, and the more effective of them, culminating in a 5th-minute goal from number 11, Jager Eccles. But Hudson's defense was able to stand tall after that and keep the deficit at 1-0, which is where we find ourselves here. 40 minutes left to play. Stillwater started with the ball, and they repeated their first half strategy with big, tall, direct play over the top, which is how they really spent the first 10 minutes or so of the first half. They settled down a little bit after getting their goal. But looks like right away to start the second half, they're back at it. Allen here's going to do the corner kick style throw in right in the middle of the box. What a great throw. It's able to bounce. Oh, my goodness gracious. It was an acrobatic first save, but he lost the ball there by the Hudson goalkeeper, Gallagher. Fortunately for him, there were no Stillwater players in the area, and they're back in possession. Adams has it for Stillwater now. He takes a touch around one player, 2 players, plays it back nicely. Bartosz out onto the flank, around one defender. But Ferrer's in a good spot to take that bad touch. Again, Bartosz there and Prater. Willie Douglas carrying the ball, looking to go to attack. Plays the ball out onto the flank for Gara. Oh! Unfortunate. Almost through. Willie Douglas back in possession for the Raiders, though, and loses it to the Ponies. Ponies on the attack here. Scott has the ball. Nice job playing it wide, spreading the field. Stillwater setting up. Looks to cross it. Big, right off to Lean's chest. A little bit of an awkward bounce and awkward touch, and the Ponies are able to maintain possession, but Lean does a really nice job following that up from his central defender position. Plays the ball off the feet of Caravillas and out for a throw-in. Took a little bit of a weird bounce there, but I like Lean's effort and his pursuit. Again, Stillwater really took advantage of the throw-in ability of Allen here, turning every deep throw into a corner kick. Near post again. Oh, unlucky for the Ponies there. Gallagher did a nice job coming out, but was unable to get 2 hands on it and only deflected it out for a corner kick. Fortunate for the Raiders that the ball went out and not into the net. And here we go, another corner kick for the Ponies. Setting up again with Scott on the inner post. You can see now the Raiders are fronting him, hopefully preventing that flick. This one over the top, right into the middle of the 6, and Gallagher comes out nicely to catch it. There was a number of instances, throw-ins and corner kicks, where the Raiders were not fronting number 15, Spencer Scott, there on those long throws and corner kicks, and he was able to flick the ball multiple times directly onto the goal or onto players who put shots onto the goal. Nice little change there by Steve Solom, Coach Steve Solom of the Raiders. Fronted him that time with number 11, Griff Zacharias. And the Ponies are back in possession. Hudson struggled with this in the first half. They would get the ball, and then off of their restarts deep, they would give it right back. And here go the Ponies again, playing direct, looking to attack. That's Adams, plays it to Scott. Scott gets 1 touch, 3-4 defenders all around him, still able to maintain possession. Pass another. Oh, and what finally Ferrer is able to deflect the ball out. That was a Herculean effort there by number 15, Spencer Scott, for the Ponies, beating multiple Hudson defenders and nearly able to get a shot on frame. But he does, however, win a corner kick for the Ponies. To be taken, as always, by Patrick Allen. And you can see, again, the Ponies are putting their 2 biggest players, Coleman Farrington and Scott at the front post. Oh, and that looks like their best one. Even though it went out, that ball was driven. That ball was hit with pace, had a little bit of bend to it. And Hudson is lucky that no one was able to get a touch on that one, because just the slightest deflection would have put that one on frame. Again, Hudson giving the ball away on restarts over Blackman's head to Adams, but he recovers nicely to get it. Adams looking to take the free kick there, field goal, and it bounces off of the upright, which is still technically out of play. Goal kick Raiders. Ferrer with a restart. They are basically playing goal kicks right to Kohei Adams of the Ponies, the Raiders are, which is not the ideal strategy. It's allowing them really to just attack. That was a fantastic run there by Daniel Moots down the left flank with pace. Ferrer did a nice job being in a position to play it out, but given Allen's throwing abilities, that really turns into a corner kick here for the Ponies. Setting up again near post. Huber's over there. Scott's over there. Looking for the flick on. Huber's able to get a head on it, and it's up and over the net. Goal kick Raiders. Let's see here if Hudson's going to be able to maintain some possession here on the goal kick. 3 straight goal kicks. It's been over Blackman's head. Collected by Kohei Adams, number 8 of the Ponies, and Stillwater's been off. This time they've played a little shorter to Zacharias. It's a tough touch for him. And again, it nearly ends up at the feet of Adams, but now it's at Blackman. Around one defender, splits him. Willie Douglas, nice and composed in the middle, looking to go over to Santi Vergara. Comes back to Douglas. Again, Douglas typically pretty composed on the ball, looking for Vergara, but Vergara standing flat-footed. The Stillwater defender isn't, and it's an easy win for them, and now they're back to the races again. This is off to number 17, Miguel Caravillas. He splits the 2 defenders. He's looking to get by Little. One touch around him, crosses the ball, and an unfortunate header that fortunately didn't end up at the feet of a pony. Another dangerous opportunity here for Stillwater, as was the case in the first half. The initial phase of the half has really been dominated by Stillwater, putting a lot of pressure on the Raiders. Hudson's just unable to get out of their half. Hopefully they can here. Santi Vergara switched a little bit with Willie Douglas there, and that seemed to work for him in the first half as well. But back to Adams' feet with time and space. He's just finding those pockets behind the defenders, getting the ball. Nice job by Prater, making him slow it down a little bit. Excuse me, by Sam Schultz. My apologies. And now the ball to Scott. Scott looks to turn. Good job by Ferrer. Lots of hands there. Nothing by the referee. Chipped up over the top far post. Too high for his teammate Moots, who works hard to try and keep it in and does not throw in for the Raiders. This has been a physical matchup. Fair but physical, as we saw there with Ferrer and with Scott. And the ball's back in play off a Hudson player, right back to the Ponies, and they are on the attack. Hudson's going to need to find a way to just relieve some of this pressure here. It just keeps building and building, and that's tough to defend for long periods of time. Nice job there by Mountain, but unable to find Vergara's feet. A little late to pressure that ball over the top. Adams does a nice job to keep it in. Looking to turn around. Really nicely done there by Little. Adams tried to get cute, see if he could sneak around him on the touchline, and Little did his job as the first defender. Denied him access to the goal. Out for a corner kick for the Ponies. Allen gratefully takes the ball from the assistant referee. No, one hand raised, pardon me. Go over this time far post. There's a runner there. He's able to get a head on and knock it down. The ball's bouncing around ping pong style in the box. Hudson's kicking it. Stillwater's kicking it. Squirks out and cleared by Santi Vergara. Really nice job there. That was a sticky situation. Stillwater had multiple opportunities to put a foot on the ball in the box, but it was a little too crowded to be able to get through the mess. Unable to put the ball on frame. Allen didn't like that first ball, asked for a second one. And much to everyone's surprise, or I suppose my surprise, he does not throw it long. Drops it right off, cross back in the box of Scott's head. And it looks like he might have had Gallagher beat there. Tried to kind of flick the header, bend it into the post, bend it or into the corner of the net there. Not quite able to execute that skill. And it's a Hudson goal kick. Ferreira is able to find the head of Vergara. But that's as far as it goes. Allen wins the ball to Scott. Scott takes a tough touch, but is able to maintain possession. Outside to Moots, and now back to the defender. Up to Moots again. His touch is a little bit heavy, and that runs out. Possibly quick restart there by Mountain. thinks better of it, and it's just really congested over there. Hudson's just unable to find any kind of space. Stillwater's making the field real small for him, and that's not what you want to do when you have the ball. You want to be able to spread the field. You want to make it as big as possible, force the defensive team to defend as much of the field as possible. This is a little bit better by Prater. Now can he switch it? But again, playing back kind of into where the ball came from. Stillwater's going to have numbers there. Recovery, nice overlap by Mountain. Trying to slot it through, unable to do so, and Stillwater back in possession. Dropping it off there to central defender, swinging it out wide to the flank, taking up his space. Nice job by Douglas, putting a little bit of pressure on him. Plays it right up the flank to Caravillas. Caravillas drops it back into the middle of Scott. Scott again switching the ball, and you can see they've created space, playing back and forth across the field. They've been able to create spaces here. Moots has the ball on the flank, takes one touch to settle, plays it into the middle. Nobody there but Ferreira, who clears it out, but only as far as Scott. Drops it back in. Here comes that physical battle again. Caravillas on Little. Caravillas is able to initially win the ball, but Little fights through it and is able to play it out into touch for a corner kick for the Ponies. Little's done a nice job. You get sometimes on the outside defender, you get a little bit on an island against skilled players on the flank. Guys like Caravillas, like number 9, Jorge Malone, who have pace, who have skill, that want to try and dribble around you. And Little's done a nice job here this evening in those one-on-one situations, maintaining his composure, his positioning, and preventing the ball from getting past him. And here we go for the Ponies again. This one played to the penalty spot, just over the head of the Stillwater player, but laid it off to the top of the box. Side foots it. Oh, it falls only as far as number 17, Caravillas, but the ball gets stuck under his foot. Ponies maintain possession. This is out to Allen. Allen again looking for Caravillas. He fights in, wins it. That's off to Scott, who hits it sharply first time, only off a Hudson defender. Allen again has the ball, little one-on-one. Allen tries a little bit of skill there. It somewhat works out for him, and Ferreira clears it out. Douglas puts a little pressure on. Prater's on the ball, and it falls back to the Ponies. Allen into Adams. Adams tacks through Scott. Scott fights off a challenge, plays it out to Caravillas. Nice play here. This is really nice movement by the Ponies. Oh, what a great job by Ferreira. Tracks the run, wins the ball, looks to step around Caravillas. That was an excellent piece of defending there to answer an excellent piece of attacking. There was a lot of interplay. There was a lot of movement there by Stillwater, 1- and 2-touch passing, and a great job of central defender there and Captain Ferreira reading that play and getting in a position, winning the ball. That's good stuff. That was fun soccer there. And now Prater looks to turn, find Douglas. Douglas again. Hudson just too often is playing in tight spaces where their number's down. They're struggling to get the ball like Stillwater did in that last series, where they can move the ball side to side, stretch the defense a little bit, and create some space for themselves. Hudson's just so far in the second half has been unable to do that. See if they can find a way here now. They're still only down 1-0 off a first half goal from Stillwater. Nice job by Schultz. Nice little skill. Splits the defense. Prater looks to get it back to him, but again, he's playing into where the numbers are. And up over the top, here comes Caravillas, and he's got a number of yards on Little. Can Little recover? Attacks the near post nicely. Shots far post. Oh, and just pushes it wide. That was a great piece of individual skill. Unfortunately, the finish just failed him. He settled it nicely and did what you're supposed to do. He went right at the goal. Looks like he tried to slot it there, far post. And fortunately for the Raiders, just did not put the touch on it that he needed. Got a substitution here for Hudson. Willie Douglas is coming off, and they brought in Zach Biederman up there, and he looks like he's going to stay up top. Flicked on by Blackman, who I don't think ever comes out of games. Ball back at Blackman's feet. 2 men on him, 3 men on him. Scott wins the ball off him and immediately back into the attack. Try to do a little 1-2 there, Adams and Scott. Ball bounces. Looks like they lost it for a minute. Adams found it quicker. Off to Moots. Nice job by Mountain. And he wins the foul. Free kick, Hudson. Again, both outside defenders for Hudson. Mountain and Little have done a nice job in those kind of one-on-one situations with skilled players trying to take them on. Ponies back on the ball, leading 1-0. Ball to Sam Schultz. Headed not over the head of Allen. Settled there by Caravillas, back to Allen. Allen splits the defense until Ferreira, who himself splits defenders, finds the feet of Prater. Prater touches back nicely for Little. Little settles a little bit difficult. Ball comes to Biederman. But a great job there by Smetana. He just really put his body in a good position. He gets the ball back at his feet. Takes a touch, takes another touch, takes a third, wins a throw-in. So we are about 15 minutes in here to the second half. As Scott for Stillwater's in the ball, plays a far post. Oh, an acrobatic attempt by Moots as the ball was a little bit behind him. Looked more dangerous than it probably was, but here's another dangerous opportunity. Scott settles nicely on the ball, turns, fires, took the deflection. Oh, and unfortunate for the Raiders there. That was a shot that Gallagher looked like he had a beat on. Took a deflection, though, in the box, and it is now 2-0 Stillwater in the with 26 minutes left, 14 minutes here into the second half. Number 15, Spencer Scott for the Ponies, puts them up 2-0. That's Spencer Scott off the deflection, but they still count when they end up in the back of the net. 2-0 Ponies. And the task just got a little bit tougher for the Raiders. Don't think you can say it's undeserved, the 2-0 lead, although they will rue the method in which it happened. But given the way the second half has unfolded up until this point in time, Stillwater will feel that a second goal was very much deserved. Really nice job there, stepping up, winning the ball. Mason Bartosz, number 3, has done a nice job kind of as a holding midfielder there, just hanging back. Anything that's keeping the game in front of him, and then just consistently stepping up and winning balls. So here come the Raiders. Unable to connect there, back to Bartosz right away. Looks to split to Karavias. Karavias take 1 touch, 2 touch, 3, 4, 5 defenders on him. Numbers win in that situation, and the ball ends up the feet of Cole Little. Plays it back to Schultz, out to Little again, up to Vergara. And his touch is heavy to Karavias, who again looks to attack. Plays it to Scott. Scott takes 1 touch, looks to turn. Nice job there by Alex Lean to not let that happen. And then shots put over and through the uprights, as the fans sarcastically like to inform their Stillwater Pony classmate that the field goal was, in fact, good. I think the story of the second half here has to be that Hudson's just unable from, oh, what a really nice job there by Allen. Showing a lot of athleticism there, just steps right by Douglas after that touch and wins the ball back. Story of the second half, I think, really just has to be the pressure that Stillwater's kept Hudson under now for really the whole entirety of the second half. The whole first 15 minutes, ball's been in Hudson's half. They've been unable to string more than 1 or 2 passes together, and haven't really been able to do anything to escape the pressure that Stillwater's putting them under. The result of that sequence is that Stillwater now leads 2-0. Sam Schultz gets in front of that pass. It's out for a Stillwater throw-in. Kohei Adams over to Karavias, and the ball played out again by Sam Schultz. Looks like Allen's going to come over, as has been the case all game. It's really a fantastic weapon to have if you have one. If you've got someone, player that's got the ability to throw the ball 20, 30 yards, it significantly expands the area from which you can get the ball into the box on a stoppage. Oh, very fortunate there for the Raiders. It's a nice piece of skill there by Scott to really make a 180 pivot as the ball's coming down and hit it on the half volley. You could just hear the sound of his foot hitting the ball. It's really good, solid contact. And Gallagher, as good goalkeepers do, found himself right where the ball got kicked. That, ladies and gentlemen, is positioning. There looks like they're calling foul there on the Ponies. That'll be a free kick. Prater got fouled there. The referee deemed. Blackman will take it. he does have a leg, and you can see Hudson's looking to take advantage of that with a 2-goal deficit. They're going to need to find a way in the next few minutes here to do something to get back into it. Blackman from midfield puts it right into the penalty spot. Stillwater wins the initial header. Huber wins the second ball. And Coach Smothers is unable to replicate Coach Solom's bit of skill there from the first half. Hudson has the ball now. They need to do something with it. They need to be able to maintain some possession here, create a chance. If they want to get back into the game. Currently trailing 2-0 off of first and second half goals by the Ponies. Blackman looking there to turn. Ball falls to Prater. Prater loses it, but only as far as Mountain. He looks like he's a little frustrated with himself for that ball, as it really wasn't going to any one of his teammates. Settled by Zacharias now. Out to Mountain. Nice recovery there by number 11 for Stillwater. Drops it back, and Lean just kind of skies it up. Again, starting to see some frustration here from some of the Hudson players when the touches maybe aren't there. Hands up in the air. Oh, this is a dangerous position. Caravias wins the ball. First touch, looking to chip it up and over, and couldn't quite execute that. It was an ambitious thought, and the ambition outshone the skill in that case. The result, a goal kick for Hudson. And again, this is where they've really struggled. Those goal kicks just end up right at the feet of Stillwater players. As Stillwater brings back in number 9, Jorge Malone. And again, it seems like the goal kicks are going right to Adams. He's really done a fantastic job here in the game, dictating play for Stillwater. Malone settles it. But nice job by First up in front. Let's see what can Hudson get going here. Oh, looks to get a little cute back to goal, flick over to an overlap that just really wasn't there. And now 1-touch, 2-touch ball coming in. Calling, and Scott was deemed to be offsides off the play from Malone. He's shaking his head. Apparently he's also capable of playing assistant referee. Multi-talented player. Hard to miss with his unique chant there from the Stillwater student fan base for number 9 Malone. Let's see if Hudson can win the ball. Just struggling to do that right now. Zacharias. Ball bounces over to Scott. Nicely read there. That was good by Douglas. But Allen's able to put it in the right direction for his team. Falls to Schultz. Schultz out to attempts to get it to Vergara. And Stillwater back in possession with Allen. A little bit of pressure from Prater. Good pressure from Prater as it falls to Schultz. Vergara's touch a little bit heavy, and as has been the case all night, Stillwater's on the spot, but Blackman's there to win it back for Hudson. Vergara, ball ping-pongs off. That's off his feet. Stillwater throwing. And we've got another substitution here coming in for the Ponies. Number 3, Mason Bartosz is coming off. And in his place, it looks like Zach Boucher is coming in. Ponies in possession here. Working the ball from side to side. Again, looking to go long. Oh, man. Right off a lean. Falls to the feet of Scott. Nice job again first, and a nice job in the second half with his positioning, with his ball winning. But right now, really just need to credit Stillwater. Those 50-50 balls, those second balls are being won by the Ponies. They're just a little bit quicker to it tonight, and the scoreboard's reflecting that. Hudson's fighting hard, though. Nice turn by Scott. Lean back a little bit, got his foot under the ball, and the result is not a goal, but a field goal. Goal kick for the Raiders. Ferrer with the goal kick for the Raiders. Flicked on by Zacharias, just about on the feet of Blackman. And now here comes the race. Malone and Little. Lots of pressure, but good, clean pressure. Oh, tries to play a little 1-2 with Schultz. Ball goes out of play. You can see that the pressure of Scott there Schultz could kind of hear those footfalls behind him, I think. Just missed his connection with Little. So now the Hudson's going to have to show a little bit of character here. We got 17 minutes left. They're down 2-0. Can they keep Stillwater off the scoreboard and find a way to get that first goal? Nice flick on again. Allen, Scott, Gallagher. Could probably just start pre-recording that one from those long throw-ins and playing it back. It's a little bit game of pitch and catch for him. Fortunately for the Raiders that it's not Allen, Scott, net. Again, the restart falls to the Ponies. Zacharias challenges. Possession maintained there. And we're back on the attack to Scott, who's been really all over the field here, particularly in the Hudson defensive third this second half. Past Adams to Malone. Really well driven shot near post. Gallagher got down smartly to keep that one out of the net. Hit with pace. Gallagher made it look easy. And now again, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Stillwater players. 6 maybe, I can't count, against 3 Hudson players. And that's going to be tough when you're trailing 2-0 to get an attack going. Again, Malone looking to have lots of touches. They sure do look as fancy, not maybe as fancy as his shoes, but he's got a lot of skill, that player. Looking to find the goal scorer there. Ferreira shielding, and it is out for a Hudson goal kick. Beautiful night here in Stillwater. Mild temperatures. No humidity. And since the sun's gone down, just a nice late summer coolness to the air. Perfect night for high school soccer. Ferrer back in play. Ball hits Douglas on the side of the head. He maintains possession with Adam on him. Couple of touches. Drops it back to Lean. Lean takes a touch back to Douglas, pardon me. Douglas' touch fails him a little bit there, and Stillwater's back on the attack. And that was Jager Eccles looking for his second goal, and he seemed less than thrilled with the end result of that shot. If you're just joining us, the score stands Stillwater 2, Hudson 0. Stillwater scored goals in both halves. Throwing for the Raiders. Looks for Douglas. Douglas just can't quite connect on it. Back to Malone. One quick turn. Looking to take Little. Turns him nicely there. Good little poke. Not sure. I think he was maybe trying to find the run of Eccles. But the end result is that Gallagher catches it easily. But it was a nice piece of skill to turn Little, who's, let's be honest, not been that easy to turn here tonight. He's done a nice job defensively against some skilled players. Malone among them. Nice little split there to find Blackman. But again, Hudson's got... They need to be able to find a way to get out of the pressure and not necessarily play into it. This is better from the Raiders. Touched by Schultz. Looking for Zacharias, but picked up easily there. Looking on the switch for Malone, but Little's right there. Prater looks like, I think he was looking for Douglas there. It found Blackman, so all's well that ends well for the Raiders. Back to Douglas now. 2 men on him. Ball poked away. Nice job by Lean stepping up. Can he find the feet of a teammate? And he does. Nice job here. Zacharias looking to turn. 1 man on him, 2 men on him. Good little turn. Looking to slot it back for his teammate. Can't find Prater. Does find Adams, and here they come. That's looking to go over the top to Malone. A good run. Great positioning again by Ferreira. A little bit header practice for the Ponies, and they're back in possession. Scott checks back. Lays it out for Boucher. Boucher just lays it to Allen there. Can Douglas step in? Allen fights off the challenge physically, but Douglas stays with it. Good job. Maintains possession, looking to find Chase Blackman, and looks like just kind of wrong-footed him there a little bit. Ponies back on the ball. Hudson's got now all 10 players in their defensive half, trailing 2-0. One of the few missed passes there by the Ponies here in the last stretch of play. Stillwater's shown nice patience and skill with the ball. Hudson's going to have to come up with some answers that they haven't had quite yet if they want to get on the board. It was a nice stretch in the first half where they had some possession. They were able to create some opportunities, put one on frame, but it's just lacked in the second half. They just haven't been able to find it here, and I think you got to give credit to Stillwater. They've just been the better team. Hudson's fought hard. They've physically been in all the battles. Their defense has really played in a lot of the one-on-one situations that they've been put in pretty well. There's been a number of situations where you've had one-on-one with skilled players against Hudson defenders, and they've done a nice job with it. But the end result of so much Stillwater possession is that you're going to get opportunities. And Stillwater's taking a couple of them. Hudson's still looking for their first goal. 3 Stillwater players around Douglas. He's unable to win the ball. Allen wins 1, wins 2. And a foul there on Malone. Kohei Adams will take it for the Ponies, I presume, although Allen is over there as well. Stillwater setting up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players in the box. Looks like Adams is going to bend it away from the goalie there. Looking for Malone. Won nicely by Ferreira. Douglas wins the second ball. That's a nice job there by Douglas to not let Allen get on the ball. Good show of sportsmanship there by those 2 players, as it's a Pony throw-in. A couple substitutions here coming in for the Raiders. We got our, looks like Mountain and Little are coming off, and that's it's number 1, Luke Johnson, coming into the game for the Raiders, along with number, see if we can find who else came in. My apologies. Unable to locate the second substitution as of yet. Luke Johnson's first touch of the game, looking up for Douglas. Unable to find him. Settled by Zacharias. Lariah fighting for the ball. Good physical play there. Stillwater wins it. Adams looking for Malone. Oh, looks like we've got a... Ooh. We've got a... got a little bit heated there. Referee did not like the way that challenge came in from Prater, nor the commentary apparently from one of the players on the field as he was walking over there. So we've got a... Someone thinks they're funny in the fans. And Allen's over to take it for the Ponies. So with just under 10 minutes left, it's Stillwater 2, Hudson 0. Stillwater looking to add to their lead here. Allen plays a nice ball up into the box, into a crowd, and Gallagher, gets hit hard. And that's an appropriate foul there. He had his hands on the ball nicely. And Boucher basically played the body. So interesting to see here now with a 2-0 lead. You've got the St. Croix Valley rivalry game here between Stillwater and Hudson. Stillwater in control right now, 2-0. We've got in the last 30 seconds 2 pretty hard fouls, and so sometimes things get a little sticky, and so hopefully the players and the referees are able to maintain their composure, keep the game fair and fun, as it has been up until this point in time. It's really been a fun, exciting game. Stillwater's had some a number of good opportunities. Hudson's created some nice possession. There's been some great saves, great chances, nice little connecting play, really nice link up. Malone takes a nice touch. What a fantastic effort really from Malone there. Plays a nice little 1-2. And then the effort there to keep the ball from going out and force Gallagher to put his hands on it was really nice. Gallagher plays it up, headed back in by Allen. That's his Adam Badger. 1-2 touch, takes a little bit of deflection there off of Luke Johnson, and into the old bread basket. Blackman's now dropped back to play right back, which is actually where he started the game. Big ball over the top looking for Douglas. Douglas unable to get around Huber. Huber plays it out. Now Raiders are going to have an opportunity. We've got the ball in the final third there for the Raiders as they bring on another substitution. That's Prater's going out after that hard foul. And Little's coming in. Looks like Ferreira's going to step up into the midfield. So we've got... Looks like we maybe even have a Probably not a back three. You can see Blackman stepped up, but my assumption is just with the throw, and that's where he's at. So here we go. Ferreira's got the ball, loses it out again. So this is really an opportunity that Hudson's going to have to take advantage of if they want to get back into this game here. Ferreira takes the ball. Nice job there winning it by the Ponies, but only as far as Blackman. Ball runs out. He's going to pick it up and look to restart quickly. Back into Schultz. Sam Schultz takes 1-2 touches, looking for something, nothing there. Blackman right away plays big, looking over the top for Lariah, but can't make it through the Stillwater defensive midfield there. But a nice job combining by the Raiders to win it back, only as far as Boucher, who plays a fantastic ball right up to the top there. Lean under pressure there by number 26, Maxwell Timmons. Lean able to win the ball, but only for Hudson throwing. That was a nice job by Boucher to get his head up right away and see the attacking players making those runs. Hudson had pushed a number of players up into the offensive half, final third, and Stillwater looked to take advantage. Great job being on top of it by Alex Lean, winning the ball and preventing them from getting an opportunity. But, of course, every throw-in down here is an opportunity for the Ponies. Allen with the throw-in. Near post, a little bit too far, won by Blackman out to Vergara. Oh, unfortunate for him. Looking to really get it up and out and just couldn't quite connect with the ball there, but he does a nice job following the ball up, deflects it to Blackman. Looking for Ferreira, who I'm not sure knew the ball was coming to him. Settled there by, looks like Schultz. Nope, pardon me. That was not Schultz, that was Zacharias. Schultz takes it there. Lariah takes it to past Zacharias, but that's okay. We're checking back, and right away Blackman goes big. Not sure if he was trying to switch it there for Ferreira or if he was trying to chip the goalie, probably for Ferreira, and it just didn't quite take the trajectory he was looking for. And, ladies and gentlemen, Frederick Leclerc, the Stillwater goalie, is in the game here in the second half. And the lack of action has affected his distribution ability, it looks like, as he kicks that one directly out of play. Luke Johnson coming to the game now. Sean Mountain checking back in. And number 2 for the Ponies is in, Samuel Schilling. So Luke Johnson got his minutes in for the evening. A couple touches on the ball. They're pretty good crowd out tonight to enjoy this game. School hasn't started yet. Everyone's still feeling the summer mood as Stillwater puts together a nice little 1-2 here. Good combination play, great running, shot on frame, but comfortably saved by Gallagher. As I was saying, a good crowd out here. You've got Hudson and Stillwater students. You got Hudson and Stillwater parents and community members. Amongst them, Hudson alum Sarah Helene. So it's a good crowd. Nice ball there, looking for Ferreira. Unable to get on it right away. Can he get the second ball? He can, but his touch only goes as far as the Stillwater defender. Squirts through, back to Blackman. Blackman takes one touch, switches it over to Schultz. Can he split? And he can. Ferreira was offsides. Assistant referee raises his flag. Stillwater ball. 3 minutes, 40 seconds left in this match. Stillwater leads 2-0. Their first goal came in the 5th minute. A nice run and a little chip first time by Jager Eccles. Their second goal came in the 56th minute. A very deserved goal for Spencer Scott, who put in a really fantastic body of work here, especially in the second half. A lot of running, a lot of work, a lot of productive work, and it culminated with a deflected goal. Hudson looking here in the final 3 minutes to get on the board. But given the quality of this Stillwater team, that it's early in the season, playing on their turf, Hudson's got a lot of things to feel good about. There's a number of individual performances that went very well. They were able to, in the first half, have some nice possession. Here we go. Here's a potential chance. Oh, as Huber just slipped on, as Vergara was given pressure. Fortunately for Huber, he was able to recover nicely and play that ball out. Here we go with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. This could be Hudson's. Oh, no, excuse me. Deemed to have gone off of a Hudson player. My apologies. That one, however, was off the Stillwater player. Hudson throw. Blackman takes it. Looks for Douglas, unable to flick it, but does fall to Vergara. And oh, nice job. He was able to get a little bit of an outside of the foot touch on that. It took a deflection. The deflection, however, carried right into Leclerc's hands. Distribution's a little bit better this time. Badger unable to settle, though, for the Ponies, and Hudson has the ball left. Under 2 minutes here. Looking to get that consolation goal, put a little late pressure on the Ponies and see if they can maybe steal a tie here with Willie Douglas on the ball. Touch carries a little too far, looks to poke it away, unable to do so. Up to Malone again, looks at that little back heel flick. Unfortunately, the run wasn't on there. Worked one time, not the second. Little calm under pressure there. Hudson now switching the ball around up to Blackman. He's looking to go big. Only as far as Allen, and that's going over the top here. Malone fighting hard with Mountain. Gets around him once. Looking to get him around him twice. Unable to do so, but maintains possession of the ball. Slots the ball through nicely here, looking to cut it back across the middle. Oh, and a great job by Alex Lean being in a good position. Nice job there as the central offender. Dropping back, getting in that passing lane, clearing the ball out, and here goes Hudson. Sam Schultz looking to find, I think, Ferreira. The ball instead falls right to central defender Huber, who plays it up here. And as we've heard from Mr. Bielenberg, we are into the final minute of play. 50 seconds left. Alex Lean on the ball for Hudson, plays it out, throw in Stillwater Ponies. And Stillwater's going to make a substitution. Malone out. And number 11, Eccles in, looking to maybe add to his goal tally. Boucher. Eccles, touch a little far, little right there. Touch it around him, nicely done. It's out for Hudson throw. 15 seconds left in the match here. Little looking for somebody. To Ferreira. Ferreira, nice little piece of skill there to end the game by the erstwhile central defender. Love the effort here from the Hudson seniors. Really still pushing through the end. Willie Douglas ends the game with a deflected kick. And that's our final. So here at Pony Stadium in Stillwater, Minnesota, the final score is Stillwater Ponies 2, Hudson Raiders 0. Goals for the Ponies in the first half, 5th minute, by number 11, Jager Eccles. And in the second half, in the 56th minute, by number 15, Spencer Scott. Thank you for joining us, and have a great night.